अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरंगाचार्यगुरवे अप्पलाचार्यसूनवे श्रीभाष्यादिप्रवाच्याय देशिकाय नमो नमः। नमाम्यहं गुरुनित्यं सर्ववेदान्तपारगं सूरिश्रीवेङ्कटाक्षं च लोककल्याणकारकं गौतमान्वयसञ्जातं नृसिंहार्यगुरुसुतं वेङ्कटार्यमहं वन्दे लोककल्याणकारकम्। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। భగవద్బంధువులరా, టీకేవీఆర్ టెంపుల్ కియోస్క్ ఆఫ్ వేదిక్ రెలిక్స్ తెలికిచెర్ల కందాళ వేదిక్ రిపర్టరీకి స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ మీ అనుమతితోటి ఒక అత్యంత సాహసమైన పని చేయబోతున్నాను. ఏమిటంటే అది ఇంకొక 2 నిమిషాల్లో మీకే అర్థమవుతుంది. కొంచెం ఓపిక పట్టి ఈ ఒక ఎపిసోడ్ విన్న తరువాతి విభాగాల్లో మళ్ళీ శ్రీమద్ రామాయణంలోంచి విశేషాలు ఇవన్నీ మనం మాట్లాడుకునే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. ఈ ప్రయత్నం దేనికి అంటే, ఇప్పటిదాకా సుమారు 40 ఎపిసోడ్స్ చేసిన తర్వాత నాతో పరిచయం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి మరికొందరికి కూడా చాలా ఆత్మీయతతోటి ఈ విషయాన్ని చెప్పి, నాయనా ఇగో ఇలా ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేపట్టడం జరిగింది, దీంట్లో ఉన్న విశేషాలు మీ మనస్సుకి హత్తుకున్నట్టయితే ఒక్కసారి నాకు జ్ఞాపకం చేయండి, లోపాలుంటే సరిదిద్దుకుంటాను అంటూ చెప్తే దాదాపుగా నా అంతటైనా ఒక 50 మందికి పంపించాను. వాళ్ళల్లో 2-3 తప్ప సమాధానం చెప్పలే. ఎంచేతంటే ఏదైనా కార్యక్రమం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అది వినడానికి ఉద్దేశం ఉన్నట్టయితే వాళ్ళ తాలూకు గురువులో వాళ్ళ తాలూకు ఎవళ్ళో చెప్తే తప్ప వినరు వాళ్ళు. అది అలాంటిది కనుక తప్పేం లేదు. అంతేకాదు, నాకు ఒక 10 మంది దాకా చెప్పింది ఏమిటి అంటే, విషయం ఎలా ఉంది చెప్పడం వదిలేసి మొదటి ఒక 4-5 ఎపిసోడ్స్లో రికార్డింగ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, అంటే లో వాయిస్లో ఉంది. ఈ లోపాన్నే పదే ఎత్తి చూపించారు తప్ప అసలు విషయం ఎలా ఉంది అన్నది కూడా జ్ఞాపకం చేయటంలే. దీనికి మరో కారణం కూడా ఉంది. ఆ కారణం నా మనసులో చాలా కాలంగా మెదులుతున్న కారణం చేత, సరే పద్ధతి మార్చుకుందాం, ప్రయత్నిద్దాం. యత్నే కృతే ఏదిన సిద్ధ్యతి కోత్రదోష అని చెప్పి ప్రయత్నిద్దాం. ప్రయత్నించినప్పుడు దాంట్లో దోషం ఉంటే సరిదిద్దుకుందాం, దాంట్లో ఏముంది, నష్టమే ఉంది అని చెప్పి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం. ఆ ప్రయత్నంలో టీకేవీఆర్ వేదం అన్న విభాగంలోనే టీకేవీఆర్లోనే ఏఎల్పిఎస్ఆర్డి అన్న ఒక కొత్త విభాగాన్ని కూడా చేర్చడం జరిగింది. ఎంచేతంటే ఆల్ప్స్ అంటే ఆల్ప్స్ పర్వతపంక్తి అంతా కూడా ఇతర దేశాల్లో చాలా ప్రసిద్ధి ఆంగ్ల సాహిత్యంలో. అలాంటి తీసుకుని ఆర్డి ఏమిటి దీంట్లో ఉన్న అంతరార్థం అనేది ముందు మనం మాట్లాడుకుందాం. ఒక్క క్షణం ఈ విధానంలో, చెప్పే విధానంలో కొంచెం మార్పు గమనిద్దురు, కానీ కొంచెం ఓపిక పట్టండి, వినండి, ఆలోచించండి ఒక్కసారి. మై సాల్యుటేషన్స్ టు దోస్ డిస్పెల్లర్స్ ఆఫ్ డార్క్నెస్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్నోసెన్స్ అండ్ bestowers of intelligence. My dear friends, I welcome you to TKVR, Temple Kiosk of Vedic Relics, or Telekicherla Kandala Vedic Repertory, a separate segment which is going to be ushered in today onwards, that is ALPS RD. What is the meaning of it? Why the abbreviation is used? What is the concept behind it? I want to present you in the present piece. Later, I shall switch over to the topic of discussion as usual, and later TKVR Vedam also will be continued in the same series. And please bear with me. According to philosophy in Vaishnavism, especially Vishtadvaita philosophy, you should not use your personal matters anytime when you are discussing. That means, నేను చెప్తున్నా, like this one should not. Even great scholars or Swamijis also, they will not use that word I, they will say we. And people like me should not use that word also we have to follow certain tradition, so leave it. But before the outset, I want to present myself, my limitations in my personal view, and later I shall switch over to the actual topic of discussion. Basically, I am not from the branch of Sanskrit or Tamil or some other language like that. For my daily bread, I worked as a teaching faculty member in Department of Mathematics for 40 years. I'm having doctorate also. The doctorate is not conferred by any university out of my service, something like that. No, it is a hard-earned one. I am basically from mathematics. I worked in fluid mechanics and I earned my doctorate. I joined as a teaching assistant in the beginning, some 40 years ago. I retired as a professor in mathematics from an engineering college just 5 years back. This is my biodata. And actually, why the concept is ushered in, that I want to give you. Ever since 1967, that means I was in teens by that time, up to 1985, I was a staunch follower of literature in Telugu, later in English, later a bit of Sanskrit only. I was ushered into the field of philosophy by the blessings of a great scholar of the earlier days, is encyclopedia, mobile encyclopedia, Sriman Sriranga Nallan Chakravarti Raghunatharya Swami, Ubhaya Vedanta Pravartakacharya, Kavyabdika Kesari, and so many other titles are there. And later, gradually, I started my observation and study and reading in philosophy. Up to 1986, it was a wavering project. Wavering project means I am using some particular terminology of Robert Browning only. It is a project taken, not seriously, with a wavering mind only. That's why he says wavering project. Later, in 1986, a total change came into play into my life, and I started working in religion and philosophy seriously. Of course, later I had the contact with different languages. Telugu already I have, and Sanskrit, Hindi, Tamil, bit of Kannada, Urdu. These are the language. I tried my hand. I won't say that I am an expert. And actually, why the concept is fabricated, I want to give you here. What is the one? Ever since my observation, I had some musings related to lecturing method. I want to say that I want to present you. Today, I have fabricated this Alps RD only to pay tribute to great scholars of earlier generations. That too, my gurus also 11 in number. And I continue this one with a simple quotation from H.W. Longfellow. The music of old song throbs in my memory still, and the verse, that sweet old song, it flutters and murmurs still. At this, I want to present you a simple suggestion, a simple question, and a simple illustration. I wish to present at the outset the main theme, as I told you. Actually, one special feature I observed since long years among the community of speakers and great people who spoke on religion and philosophy, who speak on religion and philosophy. It is observed in my childhood up to 1980. A special feature among the speakers of all groups, of all schools, and that is whenever they speak in Telugu, they will refer Sanskrit quotations. They may be from Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavata, like that. Suppose a Tamil speaker is there, he will be referring Tamil classics. Kannada speaker will give Kannada references, like that. And of course, in Vishtadvaita philosophy, basically we follow Sanskrit and Tamil, Alvar's Pasrams, etc. They will be referred. After 1980, I observed a special change. People started adding color to their lectures, speaking in English. Speaking in English is not the correct word. What they do, usually they will speak in Telugu. The same Telugu statements will be translated to English only. That's the way that has become a fashion of the day. And later, purposefully, they introduced some phrases in English just to translate the concept that is mentioned in Telugu only. And I got a doubt in that way. One feature I observed and raised the doubt also, where the doubt was not at all cleared by anybody even today, and I presented this one to the most popular figures and speakers of the field also. I did not find fault. In fact, nobody should find fault that the speaker should not speak in English, and why should they speak in other language like that? I don't say that one. No problem. But when they are trying to quote so many things like that from Tamil, Kannada and other Indian languages, and when they are speaking in English, why can't they? Shall I say can't? No. Why should not they pick up some quotations from American literature, English literature, especially English literature, Indo-English, Indo-Anglican literature, like that? I don't know the reason for that one. Because if you observe, ever since Chaucer, Shakespeare, Milton, Keats, Shelley, Browning, Wordsworth, Matthew Arnold, H.W. Longfellow, so many people are there. They have written so many poems, so many stanzas, so many classic books, where most of the concepts are directly related to our Indian philosophy only. Then when speaker is speaking about so many concepts in English, why can't they pick up certain quotations from Shakespeare, Milton, etc.? I do not know. That means the literature is purely materialistic and so on. That's why are they dropping that one? Kavyalapanscha varjayet. This is a quotation. That means if you are a person dedicated to religion and philosophy, you should not waste your time reading all sorts of books like that. Okay, no problem. That's why they need not read all these things. But at least if they turn their vision to that side, turn their look to that side, they will get beautiful stanzas from Shakespeare, Milton, and Wordsworth, Keats, Shelley, whatnot, so many. Nearly 132 writers are there where in their stanzas they reflected the concept of Indian philosophy without their knowledge. So that's why I thought there are plenty of stanzas, lyrics, sonnets in which echo of sentiments of Vedas, Upanishads and Indian sentiments too observed. For example, in Yajurveda and Adharana Veda, certain stanzas are there. The stanzas are related to taking bath in the morning, and they will pray the Lord of Water. Such stanzas are there, that is called Vishara Mantra, something like that. To my surprise, I observed in one of the Shakespeare dramas, a lullaby is there, a mother is singing. My baby is sleeping, let the reptiles go away, let the scorpions won't bite, like that. Exactly the same mantras are there in Atharvana Veda and Rig Veda also. When a person is going to take bath, he has to recite certain mantras and request and try to get blessed by the Varuna, like that. Such things are there. Similarly, Kulasekara Alvar's Pasturams and Mukundamala stanzas are directly appear to be translated by Milton in Samson Agonistus and other things also. Of course, please don't find fault with me, because I am not a popular figure in English literature and I never visited foreign countries quite often. My English will be some in a different style. So please put up with the difficulty of my literature. And if the stanzas are composed after 18th century, yes, we can observe that. Yes, because German people have translated our Vedas, Upanishads and all these things into their language and people have picked up. But prior to 18th century also, there are so many beautiful lyrics that are observed, they will echo the sentiments of Vedas. That's why I wish to pick up such things and add color to certain things, and I want to present the material to the students of philosophy and literature using them. This is the concept behind it. And if you observe, a special feature is there in this literature, and this is my land of unfulfilled dreams, so vast, so beautiful and so new, and I am inviting you to the arena Alps RD. The scions of philosophical school may accept this one without any caste or prejudice. And behind this one, a fond feeling which is embedded in my mind as well as soul, that goaded me, that prompted me to launch upon this one. I know that the concept is ocean-like. I am just like a small monkey. Hanuman can cross ocean like that, but I cannot. But I am trying my level best. And if you don't mind, I want to take few more minutes with certain personal element. Up to the age of teens, I have spent my days in villages, in ordinary towns like that. Fortunately, I had the opportunity to come across, I should not say I have come across, I had the chance to move around, to be in the company of great stalwarts of different fields of those days. For example, Harikatha, Burrakatha, dramas, Puranik Pandits, like that. And they have treaded their holy feet in those arenas and had the chance to move among them. Due to childishness and caprice of infancy, I am having immature mind during those days, I always looked at them through a wrong end of a long telescope of time. Pardon me, this is a quotation from D.H. Lawrence. When I crossed the teens and I am exposed to changing world in 1970, my mental frame had undergone an adiabatic change. Just then I recollected James Ellis Flecker's words, "When the words rustle no more and the last work is done, I am emptied of all my dreams. I only hear earth running and turning, only see either's song and as well as ether's long bankless streams, and only I know I should drown if you have not laid your hand on me in the sea of oblivion." Actually, this is a stanza from Flecker's sonnet, Stillness. అప్పుడున్న స్థితి నాది అలాంటిది. H.W. Longfellow is the aid for me to come out. అక్కడ H.W. Longfellow అన్నమాట నాకు ఇంకా గుర్తు. These are the things which I may not speak. There are dreams that cannot die. There are thoughts that make a strong heart weak and bring a pallor in the cheek and a mist before the eye. And the words of that fatal song come over me like a chill. You know, a boy's will is the wind's mill, and the thoughts of a youth or long thoughts like that. అప్పుడే ఇంగ్లీషుకు సంబంధించి కొన్ని విశేషాలని జ్ఞాపకం చేసుకునే అదృష్టం కలిగింది. ఐ రికలెక్టెడ్ లెసన్స్ ఇన్ 6th class. First time my father gave me late T.K.V. Ramanujacharya, the popular name in teaching fraternity in West Godavari district in those days. Later followed the train of teachers, different levels. Sri M.S. Shastri Garu of Taylor High School, N.V. Doraswamy Garu, Arts and Science College, Warangal. Later, Sri B.V. Apparao Garu of YN College. Like that, I had the chance to be trained by great teachers in English. Of course, I studied English only for examination purpose. By that time, I had the chance of being blessed by Sriman Vangala Parthasarathi Acharya, my maternal uncle. He was a master in 14 languages, but he worked as a Telugu Pandit in Taylor High School only. Just by that time, I had the opportunity to go through one book, Paul Graves' Golden Treasure of Poems. Actually, the book is presented to me by my teacher, B.V. Apparao Garu. When I got, don't laugh at me, when I got 55% in BSc second year English. In those days, BSc or BA special English people used to get first class in English, that too with 61%, 62. But a person from maths department, MPC, got 55%. That's why I was honored in the college, and my teacher, Sri B.V. Apparao Garu, presented me the Paul Graves' Golden Treasure, that book, a collection of English poems. And gradually, I started reading those poems. Whether I understood or not, I started reading, but at certain times, I am spellbound with the beauty and gaiety of the lyrics. Especially, an incident took place in those days. The first lesson, first stanza I have learned is the prayer which we used to recite in school level. Actually, in those days, in 6th class only alphabets were taught in English. But I had the chance, my father, Sriman Ramanujacharya, made me practice English alphabets in 3 different ways in 3rd standard itself. And by the time I came to 6th class, I joined 6th class, in the school prayer, 2 lines were there. We have to recite them along with the Vande Mataram, etc., etc. Oh, teach me, my God and King, in all things thee to see, to do everything in the name of thee. By this time, you might have observed, this is the basic concept of philosophy in Indian philosophy. Sampurnam Jagadevanandanavanam, Sarvepi Kalpadrumaha. Like that, we should feel. Such a stanza, I do not know what is the origin of the stanza. Later somebody said that it is from some other book, holy book, something like that. But we do not know. Like that, at the very fundamental level, such a beautiful stanza was taught to us. I remember that one. By that time, I was inspired by Thomas More, Tennyson, H.W. Longfellow, and William Blake. Lastly but not the least, Milton and Shakespeare. Gradually, I used to collect various stanzas. By the time I entered the field of philosophy, I observed parallelities among these stanzas and observed that some English literature pieces appear to be direct translation of Alvar's Pasurams, like that. It may not be true, but appear to be direct translated pieces. So, in this episode, continue with one, Alps RD, that is the name given to that one. It is a part of TKVR Veda. Right? I want to present you certain concepts in Veda, Upanishad, Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, along with Veda that we'll be doing in TKVR Vedam. Apart from that one, is the Alps RD. What is the meaning of it? What is the expansion of that one? That I'll be giving you later. I want to present you this one, and at least now, those people who are living abroad, who are observing certain things, or who are propagating the concepts of religion and philosophy, please take the help of those poems, those stanzas. And if you recite those stanzas, and naturally the modern people will be attracted more easily toward this concept. No doubt, India is having excellent speakers in various fields, excellent gurus, but they are just propagating the concepts in that way only, but they are not referring to these stanzas. If they take up these ones and present, the modern people will be directed in a different way once again. Like that, we can think of. So, for that purpose only, the concept of Alps RD is ushered in, and in the next episode, why the name is given Alps RD and how certain basic rhymes, basic stanzas which were taught in high school level convey excellent philosophical meaning in them. Those things we shall try to continue, and I shall try to improve my flow of language also, because I am not an English teacher. Of course, actually the people who speak English nowadays give me excellent confidence. That too, software engineers, they speak beautiful English, really excellent English, because the spellings are changed. Schedule, they will call schedule, something like that. Like there are so many things. And once I told you, I came to know that you have become father through my brother. That's a letter written by somebody else. Like that, such people gave me confidence that I too can speak English fluently. So I shall try to present these pieces now and then in English also. And please, whether you follow the other things or not, whenever I am mentioning certain stanzas, certain poems, certain observations, certain free verses of English literature, you just go through the original and try to adopt them and present them to the children, right? For example, in nursery rhymes are there. Jock and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Ever since my childhood, I got a doubt. Why Jock and Jill went up the hill? What for? To fetch a pail of water. They can get pail of water from river or lake or canal like that which is nearby. Why should they go up? Nobody have answered this one. Similarly, Mary had a little lamb. That's one. Once upon a time, when both Telugu states are combined together for first standard, they have translated the same and put as a stanza in the Telugu, Malakunde Gorre Pilla, like that. Unfortunately, the book is edited by Kavi Samrat Vishwanatha Satyanarayana. Many people could not follow Malakunde Gorre Pilla. Mala means it refers to the caste in those days. That's the problem, like that. Why these stanzas? What is the meaning of this one? Still, even though they are simple nursery rhymes, they convey an excellent philosophical meaning. Like that, many stanzas I observed, but I don't want to speak all those things. I want to present you how great speakers of the earlier days have mastered them and presented. Nowadays, after 1980, that school of thinking is totally changed. I want to present you certain pieces from the earlier generations, and just to revive my knowledge, revitalize my spirit, I am going to launch upon this one, and I hope you patiently had given a hearing to me, and we shall continue the concept in the next meeting. Thank you very much. Salutations to those dispellers of darkness of innocence and bestowers of intelligence. Swasti.